Yes, even the animals feel it. And if you're headed off to the beach with your pet, your dog, some of the dog beaches up and down the coastline, keep in mind that sand is super hot too. And they feel it on their paws. So be extra cautious if you head off to one of the dog beaches, especially in the big hours of sunlight, between 10 a.m. and 3 and 4 in the afternoon. That sand is just super hot. We have a heat advisory in effect for the Treasure Coast, Okeechobee County until 7 o'clock tonight. It will more than likely be issued again as we get into tomorrow. Temperatures are in the 90s almost everywhere. Unusually a little bit cooler in Port St. Lucie at 89, but you can see mid-90s in a few spots. And our heat index, well, it's running 100 to 115 in Jupiter right now. These are big numbers. We're going to see more of this tomorrow and into Friday. So drink plenty of water and don't leave it until you're out in the heat. Try to do it the night before into the morning hours. Get your body prepared for some of this heat that's on the way. Find yourself some shade or some AC. That's always a good bet. Wear light-colored clothing and try to avoid strenuous activity in the big heat hours of the day. And as we get in toward later this week, we're going to still see a heat index into the triple digits. I don't see any relief into the weekend either. We do have some showers and a couple isolated storms popping up around Wellington. This was an earlier storm. That's just a few light showers at this point. On the Treasure Coast, a little bit of rainfall working through Port St. Lucie. Looks like that's bubbling up. We'll have to keep an eye on that because we may get a couple rumbles of thunder from it. Nothing strong or severe storms expected, but we do have some rainfall, much needed rainfall, most of it west of the Turnpike. Tropics are nice and quiet. Hurricane season typically doesn't really heat up until August 15th, so we'll keep an eye on that. Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean, pretty quiet, just a few storms, but nothing expected to develop in the northern Gulf of Mexico. Boating, hot and humid. Again, stay hydrated. Seas about 1 to 2. Smooth, may get a light chop in the afternoon as the sea breeze kicks in once again on Thursday. We'll see partly cloudy, well, really just a few clouds along the coastline, partly cloudy inland with a few pop-up showers. And again, for the next hour, I would say before the sun sets, we may get a couple rumbles of thunder on the Treasure Coast. 93 tomorrow with more isolated afternoon storms inland and the 7-day forecast. Similar weather pattern for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We see an increase in our rain chances and a few storms popping up early next week. That'll be welcome news. It is so dry out there in addition to the heat.
We will